the movie, what's it called? Hugh Jackman musical.
Miserables.
The Greatest Showman. I saw it, and it's okay, and music's okay and stuff. But when I watched it, I saw how pretty much the movie deals with a lot of baggageful stuff, like black people, like racism. People like. In that time when this, it's a story about when the circus was invented, basically, and it was like a time with slaves and just whatever. So there's that stuff in it, and then there's also like the chasing of fame and money and like success to realize like that wasn't his happiness, And does anyone really need to be reminded of that stuff?
Yeah, we're done with it. We're done with it. It's just right. Perpetuated.
So it's just, it was like a movie with that stuff, and it was like, well done, but it's like, okay, I know the lessons these people are learning. Do I really need to watch a whole movie? And then at the end of it, he finally decides like, actually, well, okay, this is my home. We'll stay here and we'll do the circus and we'll, find some land and make a new place or whatever, and everyone will stick together kind of thing. And it's like, why wait till the end of the movie to then show where it doesn't show it, because the movie ends. But I was thinking how good it would be to watch a movie where it's like a bunch of people in a circus and they're just trying to get the circus made and do cool stuff and like come up with all these things that they had to do to like create this circus, and that's how
basically
the circus came about.
It's kind of like the thing we talk about when we're watching Logan, where the end of the movie finally gets to a point where now it's worth watching this story play out. From here on, from the end of the movie onward, is the cool part.
Stuff you could like take with you in life, other than just like cool action fight scenes,
Yeah, like the end of The Greatest Showman. I never watched it, but some guy sitting at a place that's burned down, being like, "We could rebuild this. We have the technology," and gathering, like rallying people around to like make this thing work. And even if you don't need the whole beginning part, or even like the fire that burns it down, where they're trying to rebuild or anything like that. Instead, you could have that part. But it's him still being the way he is, where he's like just trying to rally people together and like get cool groups and stuff. And then they have hardship, like there's a fire and whatever, and then it burns down, and then a re-rally, and then like you still have your pivotal plot point or something right in the middle of the movie, or like as the final hurrah or something. But like the whole movie is just about good people doing cool, good things, trying to get really good at the circus. Yeah. Instead of The Greatest Showman being about like some guy who's a total mess, like a disaster, destructive person, like every single other movie ever, you have him actually be a great person.
Yeah, the greatest.
You have a great person who you can actually say is the greatest showman, because he's not the greatest showman just by default of being an idiot.
Yeah,
and like he
is at like the end of the movie, hopefully, and then we don't see it.
Yeah, so you have like the greatest showman be a great person, rallying people together to do awesome things. There's like a fire, burns down the circus the first time. Some other people are like taking it hard and all this stuff. A few are like getting their act together and they understand, and they're learning from their grief and from the problems that come up in life. He's there to rally them together again. They do awesome things. You have a cool circus at the end.
You could start the movie like that, and then even the fact that like the racism part, like there's a black girl and she's now with a white guy, and you could still have some moments if they wanted to like talk about that.
It is a timepiece story,
yeah, but it also like it's like they already worked through some stuff, and they're already together. Like why you don't have to see like
you could have like some guests to the circus or something, make a big deal of it, and then they just like say a few points about it or something, like a tiny thing like that. You don't have to have the trials. We know racism is stupid. We're past this.
That would be enough to be like, we acknowledge its existence in a good way in this movie, and
yes,
moving on.
We don't need to perpetuate stupidity to like be reminded that stupidity is stupid.